know it's holiday time, and I know that the texts from the exes are gonna begin. The hey big head, hey how you doing? It's also known as cuffing season. Holiday season is usually right around the time that cuffing season begins. For those that may not know, cuffing season is a time where usually people are more single in the warmer weather than they are in the cooler weather. So what happens is once the weather starts to cool down, we start to approach the colder months. People like to have people to be close to, whether it's physically, mentally, spiritually, or all three. And before that happens, I want to encourage you to do something that may make you feel a bit uncomfortable, and that is make amends. Yeah, you heard me right. Make amends. Making amends does not mean that you're necessarily making friends. Again, you don't have to be best of buddies, but whatever caused for any relationships to end, it's never too late to admit your part in it and ask for forgiveness. That level of maturity that you may possess may inspire that person, maybe not in this situation that you're in where you're getting the same apology or the same genuine feelings of remorse that you've provided or you've demonstrated, but it may inspire them to do it in other areas of their lives. It may even heal them in ways that they didn't even know that they needed to be healed. There's a lot of people that are walking around now that really want real, genuine companionship. They want marriage, they want children, they want it all. But there's parts of them that are broken, and until we really realize the level of brokenness that we continue to project or continue to go through in cycles and different same person or same type of person, different people, we're going through the same things over and over and over and over again. And the reason why we're continually doing it is that we haven't made amends. We haven't made amends with our past. We haven't accepted our past and say, that's who I was. That's not who I am now. That person that they got over on back in 2009, that's not me in 2019. That person that didn't know about themselves, was lacking identity, lacking purpose, lacking direction. That man that was manipulating people, that's not me anymore. That big party dude, the dude that everybody knew on campus, the dude that was, hey, you say something to me, I'll knock your nose off. I'm not that person anymore. I can't be that person anymore. God needs me to be better than that. I have to elevate my game. And I decided to do that. It wasn't nobody made me do that. No one can make somebody do something that they really don't want to do. And in my 34 years of living, I realized that as much as you want to be a good influence, you can be a great influence on somebody. But until they really recognize that it's a time to change or it's time for them to change, then that's when they'll really change. That's when you'll see everything shift. But the shift starts from within, not from something else, not from you continually telling the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again like a broken record. But sometimes that little seed that you planted, it may take a while to grow. And it may not be up to you to water. It may be somebody else that may say something else that may help them. But it's on you today. Before we go into the holidays and you start getting all these random text messages, because I know you're popular, you know you're popular, they coming. Make amends. Don't tell them about their faults. And when making amends, that is not what it's about, telling them about their faults. Oh yeah, I cut you off, I blocked you on this phone number because of what you've done. No. Admit what you've done. See, it's easy for you to admit what they've done because you've seen it. But over reflecting over your life and as you become more and more self-aware, you'll be able to admit the things that you've done. I was the bad one in this situation. I wasn't the one that handled this the right way, and I'm sorry for what I've done. And not expect for them to say sorry too, because they may not say it. You don't want to be bound after you release that information. You don't want to be bound by something else like, man, they didn't say that they were sorry, so now I feel some type of way. So now the process is continuing. Now I have resentment. Now anybody that looks remotely like them, they getting it. They getting mean Joe because they look like this person that didn't apologize to me. You see how the cycle continues? And everybody got a little cousin that's running around. If you don't know what I mean, we all have somebody that kind of looks like us. Maybe a couple people even I've seen a couple people look like myself. I'm like, man, you could have been like my half brother or something. Or you could have been my nephew. or something like that. So anybody that looks like me, if a person is harboring resentment against me, all those other lookalikes is getting, and they wondering like, what's going on? Why are they acting like a jerk? It's because they didn't make amends. So before we get into this holiday, it's gonna be a great holiday, a good time with family, friends, and all your loved ones. Make amends, it's not too late. As long as your chest can, you got a shot. Make those amends. Do it now, before it's too late. Because once we're called home and this life is over, what do we have to show for it?